Hi, my name is Nana and welcome to my channel, A Puzzling Lamb. So for this haul video, I have once again grouped together 2 months worth of puzzles. And actually, almost all the puzzles I bought these 2 months only come from 2 different places. So the first one is a puzzle warehouse sale I went to in September, and the second one is from my vacation to Hamburg, which I came home from only a few days ago. And I must say, I came home with some really interesting puzzles from Hamburg, so stay tuned for that. But first, let me show you what I bought at the puzzle warehouse sale. So, the sale was put on by a Danish puzzle website that don't normally have a physical store, but I think it's the third year that they've, once a year, opened up their warehouse for a warehouse sale. I did take a few videos from the sale, so as you'll see, the main part of the sale, they had put out a bunch of boxes filled with puzzles, all at great discounts. Some very discounted because the boxes were damaged, but most of them were in perfect condition and just very, very cheap. But then, besides all those puzzles, you were also allowed to just wander around the warehouse, and everything that was not part of that main sale were 10% off. So, as you'll see, I also took advantage of that. But first, I'll show you the puzzles I bought from the main part of the sale. No, actually, there were also a table with puzzles that were free. So those were puzzles that were perhaps missing pieces and otherwise in a condition that they wouldn't be able to sell in any way. So you were allowed to take one puzzle from that table, and I'll show you an image here. I took a Gibson advent calendar, and the reason it was on that table was that there were missing a few puzzles. I think there were about 16 or something left. So that was a really great deal. Well, it was free, so it doesn't get better than that. And the reason I don't have the box with me is I've already thrown it out. I already put together all the puzzles that were left in the calendar. So that was really, really great. But the first one I bought is this one from Masterpieces. And as you'll see, this is one where the box was damaged, so it was really cheap. And I actually believe this is my first Masterpiece puzzles. I have already put it together. It's not an image I would normally go for, but it's still a very, very cute Christmas puzzle, 500 pieces. But the thing that made me buy it is the fact that it's a glitter puzzle. So I don't know if I'll be able to show you. You can see here on the box, perhaps, there are parts of the puzzle that are glitter on. And I will say it was really fun to put together, and the glitter part really worked. The only bad thing I'll say about this puzzle is that there were a lot of glitter, loose glitter, that just came off the puzzle. You couldn't see it on the finished puzzle, but there was just so much glitter all over my table and my board, and I think I still have a lot of glitter in my house from this puzzle. You can see just from touching the box, I'm getting glitter on my hand. Perhaps you'll be able to tell. So it was fun, but if you buy one of these Masterpiece glitter puzzles, be prepared for glitter. So it would have been nice if they could somehow have gotten rid of some of all the extra glitter, but still a fun experience, and the end result was really great. So the next ones are 2 puzzles from D-Toys, and I actually haven't tried D-Toys puzzles before either. So the first one is this collage of vintage travel posters, and I really, really love this one. I love vintage posters like this, so it was just perfect for me. One of the reasons I have looked at D-Toys puzzles before. One of the reasons I've never gotten around to buying them is the huge boxes. You all know how I feel about boxes that are too big. And the design isn't something to, it's not very impressive. But I love the image, and, well, it was on sale. And the next, also a D-Toys puzzle, is one that's actually been on my wish list for quite a while. So it's this from the artist, must say somewhere. I'll put it up on screen. But this artist, there are a lot of D-Toys, makes a lot of puzzles with images from this artist, and I love them all. So never gotten around to buying one, so it was amazing that one of them what was a part of the sale. You can see here on the back some of the other ones. I think I saw a person walking around with that one, so but they were faster than me. But I got this one and I really love it. Pretty colors, and I think it might actually be quite difficult because all of those plants here is just the same colors all over the place. But it's going to be so pretty when it's done. Then the next one, a Cobble Hill. I also don't, I think this might be my first Cobble Hill. I have tried them before, I've borrowed from someone, but this is a Wizard of Oz image. And I really like it, and I really like that it's not, based on the movie, not just an image, an illustration based on the movie. So it's a bit different than what you might otherwise see. And I've also done this one already, and it's only 350 pieces. So again, a bit of a big box here. But the cool thing about this, it's what they call family pieces. So it's divided into 3, where the pieces are 3 different sizes. I've tried that before with a different brand, and even when doing it yourself, it's really fun. It's a really fun experience for the pieces to get bigger and bigger. But I also really like the concept for, well, families. So the smallest children can do the puzzle with the part of the puzzle with the large pieces, and the oldest and the adults can do the one with the part with the small pieces. I think it's a very clever idea and makes it possible for an entire family to put together the same puzzle, even though they're different levels. So a really clever idea, and I really love the image. I will say, it's a bit dusty here, sorry. I will say the large pieces on this end, so the small pieces on this end, where I would say it's the hardest part of the puzzle with this tree trunk here. So I don't know, I would perhaps have chosen to do it the other way around, but at this way it is even easier for the children. So perhaps that was the point. But I really like this. So then that was the puzzles I bought that were part of the main sale. The rest are puzzles that I found at the warehouse that were 10% off. And the first one, and they actually all travel puzzles, treffle. That, I think that's how you say it. So the first one is this one from their Unlimited Fit technology. So you can see the image here. They're, what do you call it, photographs taken from above. I can't remember what you call it, but it's from the Unlimited Fit technology. So the concept is that when you put together a puzzle, you can take away the edges, and then if you have more puzzles from the Unlimited Fit technology line in the same piece count, and you also take away the edges, and that you can put them all together, so it's one big section. puzzle. And I've already done this puzzle. I haven't tried the unlimited fit technology yet, since I've only done this one. But I must say that the quality of these puzzles are amazing. Much better than Trefl's normal puzzles. The pieces are super thick. They hold together really well. It was just an amazing experience. Now the box design. I like this box design better than the normal puzzles, but it's still not amazing, you know. It's not something I want to display as such. But I also bought 2 other Trefl puzzles from the unlimited fit technology. But those are also part of the Velvet Soft Touch line. And just look at the difference of these boxes. Now I'll show you the image better in a minute. But look, not only is the size of the puzzle boxes so much better for a 500-piece puzzle, the design is so pretty, and the price difference for these puzzles were very, very small. I can't remember it, but it was not a big price difference. So I really don't know why they don't just make all of the 500-piece puzzles, both all the unlimited fit technology, but just also generally all the puzzles, make it this type of box. It's so amazing. I really should have dusted these puzzles off beforehand, but yeah, sorry. But this puzzle, first the image, look at it. It's called Quarantine Moods. And it's so pretty. I like the collage style, and I really like the colors. And then, of course, the box is just beautiful. And the Velvet Soft, I haven't done this before, but I can see that the pieces are the same quality, great quality as the other one, but these have a velvet feel to them. The box have it also, and I know you won't be able to feel it, but it feels really, really nice. And as you can see, there are no glare at all. It's completely matte. Where the other puzzle was also really matte, but it had kind of a more standard linen texture. So I'm really looking forward to this one. Oh, and also on the other one and on these ones, it says that all plastic packaging components are biodegradable and compostable. So that's great also. But I got this one, and then from the same series, I got this one called Dutch Welfare State. And I really like this one, more graphic, and I'm sure this one will be just as fun to put together. And again, I just love these boxes, and they're very affordable compared to other brands, modern brands with beautiful boxes and velvet touch and all those things. But I really wish that Trefl would make all their puzzles like this. I mean, they don't have to make them all velvet touch. I'm sure there are some people that don't like that, but just make the boxes this size and this design, and I would buy so many Trefl puzzles. So the last one I bought from the sale, also a Trefl. I have a really hard time saying that name, Trefl puzzle, is a wooden puzzle, and a 1,000-piece wooden puzzle. So Trefl, I don't know when, not that long ago, started making wooden puzzles, and as far as I can see, I think they're made the same place or by the same manufacturer, something that Ravensburger's new wooden puzzles are made from. The pieces look very alike. Perhaps these are slightly thicker. I can't quite remember. I haven't done it yet. I've taken a look at the pieces, but it's a very fun Disney image. And I think I've talked about this before. I don't have very many Disney puzzles. The very quickly become very childish, which is completely fine, just not me. But this one I think is super fun. And the 1,000-piece wooden puzzle, I can't remember what I paid for it, but it was very cheap compared to a lot of other wooden puzzle companies. Of course, you can see the box, it's fine, it's great quality, the design is okay. A lot of other wooden companies have prettier boxes, more perhaps even wooden boxes, so perhaps that's where they're saving some money. But I'm really looking forward to this, really looking forward to it. And that was all the puzzles I bought at the warehouse sale. So now let me show you the puzzles I bought in Hamburg. So in Hamburg, there's a puzzle store called Literaton. And I did know about this store before we went. I won't say that the puzzle store was the reason we chose Hamburg for a vacation, but it was a contributing factor. And the store is a bit further out than everything else we were seeing on our trip, but oh boy, was it worth going to that store. So I'll show you some footage I took at the store. And as you can see, she had a huge selection of cardboard puzzles. And I also bought some of those. But for me, the main event were all the wooden puzzles. So in Denmark, there are very few stores, online and physical stores, that have wooden puzzles. And no one has a selection like she had. She had so many different brands and some that I've never seen anywhere else in Europe. It was amazing. And one thing I also really liked is that she had a lot of them on display, either completely put together or in the process of being put together. So you could actually, from a lot of different brands, you can see the pieces, touch the pieces, feel the quality. I think that is a very good idea. And I have to say, if you're ever going to Hamburg, visit her store. I didn't find very many puzzles anywhere else in Hamburg, and nowhere with the amount that she had. And actually, all the puzzles I bought in Hamburg were from her store. So first, let me show you the wooden puzzles I bought. The first one, a small, cute one from Bewilderness, an American brand, I believe. Never seen those anywhere else. So it's this. It's in a little fabric bag. And it comes, there's no image as such. The pieces are all colored red. And it comes with this heart frame. And then all the pieces are hearts with small messages on them, and you have to fit all the pieces inside this frame. I'll show you an image of the completed puzzle here. And I've already put it together. I put it together last night, and it was such a cute, such a fun, such a different kind of puzzle. It's one of those where if you have an image of it, it's super easy to put together, because there are small words, there are messages on every piece. So if you have an image, it's just looking. On this one, it says, let's pause. What does it say on the next one? But if you don't look at an image, which I didn't do, there are no image with the puzzle, then it's actually quite difficult for the size. I actually don't quite know how many pieces it is. I'll count it and put it on screen. This many pieces. So this was really cute. And actually, when I went to pay, I picked this out, and when I went to pay, she chose to gift me this one. So that was really kind of her. The next wooden puzzle is from a brand called Be Happy. And it's a brand, it's produced in Estonia. So this is also a bit of a different one. So you can see the image is just colors. And it also comes in a frame. So, and actually it comes already put together. Now there's plastic on this, so sorry about the glare. But as you can see, you can actually see the pieces here, and then you have to fit them in this frame. It is a jigsaw puzzle, but it's also kind of a, what do you call those, IQ puzzle. Yeah, but it's really fun. I am curious to see when I've done it, when I've taken off the plastic and I've put together the puzzle again, if this little cardboard sleeve that it goes into, if that is enough to keep the pieces in place, or if I have to secure it in some other way so the pieces don't fly everywhere if I drop it or just move it. But I really like this one. They have some other ones, you can see. They have a few different with planets. They have some other ones with color gradients like this one. And they also have some where there are no images at all. I didn't quite feel brave enough for that. I really like these colors also. So looking forward to trying that. I actually don't think I heard about this brand before. I did before I went on vacation. I did take a look on her website, so I had an idea of what puzzles I wanted to get. But before I saw them on her website, I hadn't heard about this brand before. But it's very exciting, very different. Then the next two are from the, I also believe, American brand Nervous System. And the first one is one that I saw on her website. It was a new puzzle for her at that time. And I could just feel that if that puzzle would sell out before I got to a store, I would be so sad. So I actually wrote to her and asked if she could set it aside for me. And she very kindly did that. And it's this lizard infinity puzzle. So the way this puzzle works is that it's kind of a gradient puzzle, as you can see. And then I'll try and open it. So it's a really nice packaging and with tissue paper here. And then every piece is a little lizard. And every lizard is unique. So one lizard, it only goes one place in the puzzle. But I'll try and see if I can explain this. But it doesn't have any edge. So if you actually, okay, you can perhaps see it here. If you actually put together the puzzle in a square, the lizards on this side fit into the lizards on the other side. So that way you can put it together in all kind of different ways. Again, it's not like every lizard fits into every other lizard. A lizard only fits into one place, but there are no edge. So as you can see in this one, I'll see if I can show. This part goes into this part, so you could take that off and put it into here. So every time you do the puzzle, it will end up looking different. And I think it's such a fun, cool, different concept. And actually, one of the reasons I also knew I had to have this puzzle, I have seen it on Instagram, people doing this on Instagram, and just been in love with it. Ever since I saw it the first time. So, of course, I had to have it when I saw she had it. Okay, I'm struggling a bit with the box. One moment. So yes, really interesting puzzle. And another really interesting puzzle also from this brand is this one. Baffling Bubbles puzzle. So you can see it here. And it's made so each of these small bubbles are kind of a puzzle in itself, and then they fit together. And every one of these puzzles from this series, you can see you can get it in some different color variations, but every single puzzle is different because the cut is computer generated. So I know this puzzle are this color combination, but it's not this exact image or piece shape. They're all slightly different. So that's also really exciting and a really cool concept. And as far as I can see, the brand Nervous Systems, they have a lot of cool puzzles with cool concepts. She also had other puzzles by them. I had to limit myself, so I got these two, and this one she had on sale, which was nice because they are not cheap puzzles. They're not cheap puzzles. They're not cheap wooden puzzles, but so I'm really excited to try them and see if the quality matches the price. Now, the last wooden puzzle I bought, I also believe an American brand. It's hard to get all those American wooden puzzle brands in Europe, so when I had the chance, I had to buy them. So this is from the brand, and I really don't know how to pronounce this. Nautulis puzzles. Please correct me. But it's this cute vintage looking Christmas puzzle. And I love vintage images. I love Christmas. I knew I had to have this. It's 248 pieces. And as you see, I really like the packaging. So there's this flip lid, I don't know what you call it, magnetic. And then the pieces come in a fabric bag. And there's also a fold-out poster of the image and some other different kinds of information in here. I haven't really looked at it too closely, but the pieces look to be really good quality. Nice thickness. I don't know how easy it is to see here. Nice thickness. The image quality looks really good. There are whimsy pieces, and with a lot of laser cut wooden puzzles with whimsy pieces, there are kind of laser cut extra lines in it to make it clearer what the whimsy is supposed to be. But as you can see here, there's a little boy, and you can see there are no extra laser cut lines or anything in it. But I think it's on purpose because it says, I'll find it. Our figural whimsy pieces are inspired by the wooden puzzles cut by hand in Victorian times. So I think it's actually just to make it seem more hand-cut, because in hand-cut puzzles you don't have those extra little details in the whimsy pieces. So I don't think it's a sign that the quality is not as good, or that they didn't want to put that extra bit of effort into their whimsy pieces. I think it's a very deliberate design choice. So I'll pack up this puzzle again. But yes, I'm very impressed with the packaging, and I think the quality will be really good. So this was the last of the wooden puzzles I bought. Something that's not a puzzle, but that she also gifted me is this little pin by Micro Puzzles. So you can see it's a little Christmas tree with puzzle pieces. Super cute. So yeah, she was really kind. Now for cardboard puzzles. One, and this might be a bit funny, bit of a funny choice, but I bought an Amsterdam puzzle while in Hamburg. I know, but this is from a German brand puzzle map. And there were a lot of different cities to choose from. I could also have chosen Hamburg, but I've been to Amsterdam 3 times. I love Amsterdam. It's my favorite European city that I've been to. And also, just when you looked at the image, it was the one with the most interesting map, I think. So it's a 500-piece puzzle. And the puzzle is this map of Amsterdam, but included. First, you can see that's extra big pieces. And then included is, first off, a poster that I have a feeling I think is too big. I don't know, perhaps it's real size as the puzzle will end up being. But then there's this little booklet. Because on the puzzle that you can see in the image here, but there are different kind of sightseeing things. So they're marked out things to see. So for the different colors, you can see their numbers, and it talks a little about, and of course it's in German. It's a German brand. I don't know any German. I had it for 3 years in school. I still don't know any German. So I am really going to use Google Translate for this. But it's okay. I really think this is a cool concept. And I could have bought a whole lot of other of these map puzzles. There were also Rome, which I've been to, Berlin, which I've been to. There were some, where else I can't remember. But there are a lot, and I checked their website. On their website, they have a lot of other cities to choose from. But yes, I went with Amsterdam while in Hamburg. Why not? But it is a German brand, so I feel like that makes up for it. And the next one, also a German brand, and a wooden puzzle, a 1,000-piece wooden puzzle. With this again, vintage Christmas image. It's in German. I think it's something along Santa's journey or something. So it's this world map, a world showing Santa's journey. I really like this image. I really like this box. It's a really super nice velvet feel. And let's see, it's also like a magnetic open closing mechanism here. I don't know how the texture on the pieces are. I haven't opened up the box yet. But I think they might be that velvet touch. The pieces are perhaps on the thin side, but they can still be really sturdy. So looking forward to trying that. You can see the image is also on the inside of the box here. Santa Claus's schedule, I can see it says here. Nice and clear in English on the back. Yes. So excited about that one. And then one I'm really excited about is this one from Sunshine Puzzles, also a German brand. Now, I've wanted to try Sunshine Puzzles for a long time, and since it's a German brand, and I think the woman who wants it is actually from Hamburg, I wrote to her before I went and asked her if she knew if there were any places in Hamburg where I could buy her puzzles. And she said that unfortunately there were not, but she would recommend me to visit the puzzle store Literaton. So I told her I knew about that store, I was going, and then she actually contacted the owner of Literaton and sent her a few of her puzzles, so as I was able to buy them there. So that was really amazing. So you can now buy some of her puzzles at Literaton. And just look, and the woman who owns this brand, she also designs these puzzles, and I just really think it's fun. I can't quite decide how difficult I think it'll be, because it'll be very easy to sort. And when I do this, I think it'll be one where I just do a full sword, which I otherwise rarely do, but it just makes sense with this puzzle. But then you have some pretty big sections with the same pattern all over it. So I don't know, perhaps it'll be difficult, but perhaps it'll be the perfect difficulty for me. I think this is one, or I know this is one I want to do in a video next year. My schedule is filled up for the rest of the year here. So next year I'll do a video on sunshine puzzles. And actually I checked her website, because she does have her own website, and actually shipping to Denmark is not very bad. So if I like this one, there's a very big chance that I'll buy more from her. Now, the last, no, sorry, not the last. I have this one. I picked up the Curiosi. So this is a small, let's see, 72-piece puzzle. Just this little cute one. And then the last puzzle I bought, it's a bit of a story too. So I'd picked out all these puzzles and I went to pay, and it turned out I couldn't pay with my card there. And we tried a few different things and just wasn't working. So it ended up that we had to take the bus back to the train station so I could withdraw some money and take the bus back to her again. And then when I came back there, I think she felt a bit sorry for us, that we had to spend the time going back and forth like that. So she gifted me a puzzle, and she gifted me this Curiosi puzzle. We had talked a bit about Curiosi when I looked at puzzles, and I told her I really liked this one. Didn't end up picking it because I do have quite a few Curiosi puzzles already. So I was focusing more on brands I hadn't tried before. But she ended up gifting me this one, which was so kind of her and made all the difficulty of paying her worth it. So a little tip, if you're going to a store, perhaps have some cash with you just in case. But this one is super cute, and you all know, if you've seen my brand review video of Curiosi, you all know how much I love this brand. And I think in that video I actually highlighted this exact puzzle as one I would really love to have. So this was just amazing. And just look how cute it is. Really looking forward to this one. And it was just, I have to say, an amazing experience at her store. And I'm really happy that I knew about her store before I went, because again, it's not one I would have stumbled across, but so worth the effort of going to her store. And if you're thinking about going on vacation to a German city and you love puzzles, perhaps choose Hamburg. Now, the last thing I bought while in Hamburg that I want to show you, not from her store, and it's not a puzzle either as such. It's kind of in the same category. But in Hamburg, there's a place called Miniature Wonderland, I believe it's called. I think it's the world's largest railway model. Is that how you say it? Amazing place. You can spend hours and hours and hours there. But of course, there was a store there, and they had this set model. I've got commercials, is that what you call it, on Instagram about these, and really loved them. Never really found anywhere I wanted to buy them from that I trusted or made sense in Denmark. But what it is, it's a book nook. Is that what you call it? So you put together a small book nook like that you can put in between your books, so it makes this little street Now I'll open it up so you can see. Here, so you can see here are all the materials. Most of it is wood that you punch out, and there's some paint also. There's even light in it you have to install. And then there's this booklet with instructions on how to put it together. So, as you can see, not a puzzle, but kind of a puzzle. And I'm really looking forward to it. It's one of those things I think it's going to take a lot of time, a lot longer than you might think. So it'll be a while before I put it together. But I'm so happy I found it. And what is a bit funny is that when I came home, I Googled them a bit, and it turns out that they've just started to sell these at a hobby chain shop, Pandu Hobby, here in Denmark. So you can actually get them in Denmark now, but the price I paid was a lot cheaper than what they cost in Denmark. So still, even though they're not as hard to get as I thought they were, still really great that I bought them there, that they had them there, because I got them a lot cheaper. So that is not everything I bought in Hamburg, but everything puzzle related I bought in Hamburg. So now there's only a small pile left of puzzles I acquired these 2 months, and these are some I just got from different places. The first one is this wooden puzzle from the Spanish wooden puzzle company Active Puzzles. I have quite a lot of their puzzles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this is my 6th puzzle of theirs. I can see them right over there. That's why I counted. So this puzzle I got because several months ago, I can't quite remember when, they had a campaign on Instagram where if you made a video review of the puzzles, posted it on your Instagram, then they would send you a puzzle. And I did that. You can see that on my Instagram. Go follow me. Yes, but finally I got the puzzle, and I couldn't choose what puzzle it would be from the animal collection, and I couldn't choose which one, but they did ask me which puzzles I already have. So I knew I would be getting one I didn't already have, and it was this cute little panda. So I'm really happy about this one. And the next one is a small 150-piece puzzle from the brand Crocodile Creek. And I bought this one at Givskud Zoo, a zoo not too far from where I live. And they had a few puzzles, and this one I just think is super cute, and I really like small 150-piece puzzles. I have put it together. It's from the brand Crocodile Creek. I've had one other puzzle from them, a 1,000-piece puzzle, and that one and this one, the piece quality, it's not the same pieces as Ebo puzzles, but the quality really reminds me of Ebo puzzles. So if you like Ebo puzzles, I think you'll like Crocodile Creek too. So this one, and it comes in this cute little tin metal box. So the next one, second to last, is one I found secondhand. This one, and this is one from the brand I talked about in my last haul, One Play or something, a Danish brand. It's that brand that has a lot of different series of puzzles, and if you don't really look closely, you would never know they were all from the same brand, because they're all different pieces, different boxes, all that kind of things. And this is from their line called Life is a Box of Colors. So just a cute flower image. Probably going to be difficult. Don't quite know when I'll get to it, but I got it cheap secondhand. And then the last puzzle, and I'm really excited about it. because, of course, I was watching the World Championships in speed puzzling, and I've done a little bit of speed puzzling myself. I tried the 12-hour challenge last year, where I tried to see how many 500-piece puzzles I could do in 12 hours. I documented it on Instagram. I have a highlight on my Instagram where you can see how it went. But I will say I'm not the biggest fan of speed puzzling. The main reason I really like puzzles is that it's a great way to get some art into my life without actually having to have room for it on my wall. Not that puzzles is a hobby that doesn't take up room, but you know what I mean. And I really like art, and doing a puzzle is just a great way to get to know a piece of art. And when speed puzzling, you don't really have time to get to know the art. So it's fun. It's not something I love. But back on track here, watching the World Jigsaw Puzzle Championships in speed puzzling did make me kind of want to speed puzzle a little bit. And I was just curious to know how good or how bad I am. So I wanted to try to find a puzzle that they used at Worlds in one of the single categories. But I also really didn't want to spend money on an image I didn't like. But they used this puzzle. And this puzzle have actually been on my wish list. And then it's been sold out everywhere. So when I saw this one, I just needed to have it. And I actually wrote on a Danish Facebook page somewhere that I was looking for this puzzle but couldn't find it anywhere. And someone wrote, hey, you can buy it on that website. So I found it. A long way to say that I bought a puzzle that they used at the World Jigsaw Puzzle Championships. So I can speed puzzle this and check my result against the competitors at Worlds and see how I placed. I haven't done it yet. I don't think I'll have the time. Funnily enough, though it should take no time, I don't think I have the time to do it this year. I don't think I'll do a video about it because I really want to know how fast I can do it when it's just me and I don't have to focus on anything else. But when I do it, I will share here on YouTube how I placed. But also, just look at it. It's just a beautiful image. I mean, there's a reason that it's been on my wish list before I saw it at Worlds. I really like it. They have Ravensburger, have a lot in this Colors of Life series, but this is by far the one I like the most. I don't know, I apparently have a thing about underwater scenes. I have quite a lot of those puzzles, but I like the fact that it's kind of a gradient puzzle also. But yes, it's very exciting to see how fast I can do this. And that was all the puzzles I bought in September and October. And of course, as always, please let me know if there are any of these you'd like to see in a video. As I said, the sunshine puzzles, I know I want to do in a video, but otherwise I really don't have any video plans with these puzzles, so please let me know if there are any you want to see a video about. And then my next video will also be a haul video, will be my December haul video, which I will film before December is over, but it's because next week already I am visiting the Danish puzzle store, the only physical puzzle store in Denmark, Puslespilsbutikken. So I know I'll be buying a lot of puzzles there, and I'll also have a day in Copenhagen. Well, hopefully also buy a few puzzles, and then I know I won't buy. I'm not allowed to buy any more puzzles in December. So I'm taking the risk and filming my December puzzle haul before December is over. But yes, my next video will also be a haul video. And then the video after that will be the last video of the year. and I have something a little special planned for that one, so stay tuned for that. As always, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please leave a like and consider subscribing. See you next time.